a little tour of the TOS w100a horizontal boring mill, where I show some of its functions and its capabilities. It's a very nice machine. It has some quite strange function or control, so it takes a little time to getting used to running it. But when you are fine with that, it's actually very nice to use. This alignment tool is made for align the 4 square sides of the table to the spindle very easy and quick. And then let's take a look at the headstock, where the speed selector and feed selector is. You need to lift the lever to change the gears, and while that you can't power on the motor. The next handle is the one that controls the feed or the rapid. And next to it is the one that changes the direction of the moving parts, the table and the headstock and so. And here you have the feed selector and the speed spindle selector for high and low range. And next to it is the feed for the horizontal spindle and the feed mechanism for the face chuck. And this is the main handle, which has 3 positions. When moved in, you control all the table slides movement. Middle is neutral, and pulled out you have control over the horizontal spindle, in and out. No matter where the direction lever is placed, the direction on the hand wheel will always be the same. So you have to pay attention to that, and always pay attention to where the levers are when using the rapid or the normal feed, because it will change either way if the handle are moved 1 click up or down. But the moving on the hand wheel, the big hand wheel, will always be the same, no matter where the handle is located. Let's change some of the speeds and engage the face chuck. You can use the face chuck without the spindle, horizontal spindle, but you won't have feed. If you need feed, you will have to have the horizontal spindle moving as well. And the horizontal spindle or the quill has a quite good extension. It's a 100mm spindle with an ISO 50 in the center. And here just some moving of the y-axis up and down with the spindle gearbox, and also adding some oil to the ways. The face chuck is like a big boring head. It has a slide that can move in and out. It can do so by hand feeding. You can use rapid or regular feed, so it's very convenient. But you need to pay attention, because it has a separate feed, so you can use it with feed on the face chuck, but also on the, let's say, x-axis. So you really have to pay attention that it's not engaged while you are using the rapid on another axis, and then you can easily make a mess or hit a hard stop on it. Please don't ask me why I know that. No, of course I did mess it up a few times, but you really need to pay attention, because it also do work like so on the quill or the horizontal spindle, where you can drill with feed, but you can also feed the y-axis upwards at the same time. And okay, I did that as well. So while I was drilling with feed, the main stock, headstock were moving upwards. So of course the drill did break. So you really have to pay attention where the levers are located, especially if you're using feed or rapid, because it really has some powers. Now let's see some of the table movement. It has Z and X axis, and also the table can rotate 360 degrees. It can do so with rapid or with feed, so you can do some very nice work on the table as well. In general it's a very versatile machine, and it's only your imagination that sets the limit. And the traveler on the X and Y axis is also excellent. The automatic drawbar is very convenient and makes the tool change super easy. We added this icon, a A30 digital readout with 4 axes, and it has been running very great. It's based on magnetic scales. And here a little view over the machine. It's a 14 tons machine with 3 tons capacity on the table, but it can handle a little bit more. But in general it's a very well built machine, and I actually think it's the only one in this size they do make in the entire world, 100% manually today, which is kind of sad. We have had the machine for 4 years now, and it has been a real time saver and made the job more capable of doing a lot of different jobs. A lot of jobs are way easier on a machine like this than a regular mill, despite its size. Despite it being a machine that's quite awkward at the beginning, it really is well thought out when you're getting used to operating it. But you really need to pay attention on the levers, as mentioned, as it's capable of doing feed or rapid in 1 or 2 axes simultaneously. And you can really do some damage to the work or the machine itself. So you really have to pay attention. But in general, it's a fantastic machine that I highly recommend every repair shop getting. It's a fantastic time saver, and it can make a lot of nice work.